Under His Word, Walking Dead edition. My name is Eris, and today we have two lovely ladies sitting next to me, Katie and Megan. Unfortunately, one of our Walker friend fanatics isn't here today. Sam, we love you. So this Nerd is the Word has spoilers from the recent Walking Dead episode, so if you haven't watched it yet, stop right now. Ladies, this episode blew people's minds and literally gave people strokes. How did the episode affect you as you were watching it?
I mean, it was definitely one of the most roller coaster-like episodes that we've had. Walking Dead tends to have a pattern of giving us cliffhangers and then answering everything in the first episode coming back. But the way they answer it is like, oh my God, hey! So it was a roller coaster of emotions. I mean, with everything that happened, it's a lot to process. And I hope they tone it down just a tiny bit the next episode and give me a minute for my heart.
I mean, yeah, you know, like that's where the strokes come from, you know?
Oh my God, where do I begin? So I was like, you know how you're supposed to sit on a couch?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that properly. I was on top of the edge of the back of the couch, just like there, like, what is going on? Why are you doing this? I had a lot of feels.
I had a lot of feels too, especially for, first of all, Glenn, because we almost lost him. It's like, death on a garbage. No, okay, death by walkers. Nah.
Listen,
because you know,
one of the worst things that you can do in the zombie apocalypse is get rid of the pizza guy. I mean, you don't take away pizza from people who are already almost dying. Like, come on.
I mean,
like,
he had the hat and everything too. Like, come on, he looked like it so perfectly.
It was just crazy. Like, I'm just like, but the first episode in the season, it's like he's just gone, and I'm just like, no, and then we don't find out till a few seasons after, and then he's like not with Maggie, and then like he sees Maggie and she sees him, and they're like, but then like walkers are coming. And
I know, it's like the only emotional and love that we see. It's like slowly getting decapitated, and then the director's like, no, we're just kidding.
I mean,
it's like,
no.
I mean, they're gonna have to name this baby Miracle, because if they keep going like this, that baby's gonna be.
I understand, yeah. So deaths are a huge part of the show, especially the ones based on the comic. Do you think it's better if they don't follow the comic? Why?
I think it gives it a twist.
It's true. Like, we don't know how to expect,
I mean,
what to expect.
It's good for the comic book fans, because it gives, like, I read, I'm almost up to where they're up to in the comic books, but it gives us a kind of a shock, because even we don't know what's going on.
That's true.
We might have an idea, but there are parts, like there are characters who survived who in the books died, and who died but survived in the comic books. It's a toss-up. I mean, it's great because they've given a lot of characters who didn't get the chance kind of like a redemption in the show. But it's a give and take kind of thing.
It's true.
For me, I don't read the comic books. I wish I did. But from my point of view of not reading the comic books, I know parts of the comic books of what is supposed to happen, like how Carl was supposed to get shot. I knew that was happening, but I didn't know when until last night.
Yeah.
But I just, because a lot of the characters aren't in the comic books that are on TV, and I just think it does give it a twist.
It does, yeah, and like everything's so much more unique, and some characters that weren't even in the comics were like loved by the audience, so I think that's pretty good too.
Daryl Nation.
Yes. So which character do you think deserves the biggest recognition in changing to defend Alexandria? That's the big question here.
Oh.
And if someone says it's the priest, I'm gonna get really upset.
That was the first person I thought of.
No, I mean, he gave a pretty big change. I mean, he went from Rick and his group is the devil to maybe we should help them.
Because God,
God kind of said, you know, help. What was it? God helps those who helps themselves. I was actually thinking, what's her name? The woman who owns
Denise?
Denise? Oh, no, not the one who.
Deanna, her son.
Oh yeah.
Spencer?
Yes.
Oh.
Because he went from I kind of want to run away and abandon you all to
I'm gonna fight a little bit. So yeah, Eric was amazing, to be honest with you. From looking for the group and then helping the group, he made a huge leap of that.
It was just intense, that episode. And what is it? Something that touched me so much in the show was Michonne.
Oh yeah.
When she's like, I have to save Rick. Like, he's going crazy again, like Rick does. But it's just like, I have to save Rick, but I want to stay with Carl. And then she like kisses him on the head, like, I'll be back. And I was like, don't die.
This is not a goodbye kiss, right? This is like, I'm gonna see you again later kind of kiss.
And well, I think it's a mixed bag for her, because for a while there, she was kind of like Carl's only friend.
Yeah.
Because he was angry at Rick for...
And he didn't like her in the beginning.
Yeah,
even though
absolutely.
he saved her, he was the first one to like be like, we have to help her.
But I think out of all of them, she's the only one who truly gets, like,
Carl.
every once in a while, you need a psychotic break.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
Because in the zombie apocalypse, you either get damaged emotionally or physically, or sometimes
mentally.
both. But it's very, like, no one goes through the zombie apocalypse and comes out
The same way,
unscathed.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of
And
the
also,
thing.
yeah, Michonne was really there because she knows how it feels like to actually have a psychotic breakdown
And to
before,
lose a
like she was,
child.
and to lose a child because of the sake of her husband and her husband's friends' stupid actions, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for fun, if you could pick anyone in the group to be with you for the rest of the zombie apocalypse besides Rick, who would it be? And if you say baby Judith, I don't think that counts.
No, I wouldn't pick baby Judith because I would be too afraid that she'd start crying, and then I would start to panic because I'd be like, shh, be quiet, I don't want to.
And then
Burp later.
It's okay. I mean, my mind automatically goes to Daryl, but I feel like that's like the easy choice. Like,
I don't know. I'm gonna tie like a three-way tie between like Michonne, like Glenn, and then Carol.
Oh, that's easy choice, man. I'd take Carol any day.
oh no, I'm sorry, I wouldn't pick Carol.
I would pick Carol.
Especially after how Carol's been acting now, where she's
Yes,
just kind
that's my only thing.
of killing people.
She doesn't care at this point. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't have anything else
Because
to
at some
lose.
point, like, I know I'm not an athletic person. I know I'm not a physically fit person. She might look at me one day and go, you know what?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Like,
It's true. So you wouldn't.
I don't know. I think I would lean towards Michonne more because, again, like we were saying, she knows.
It's true. That is really true.
She is on, like, she knows how to be kind, but then she knows how to be tough and, like, be like, no, you need to listen. This is how things are happening, and you need to stop acting like a little baby.
That's true. I would pick Carol because first, I know she's like psychotic in a way, but we already saw how she was with Tyrese and with the two girls before she said, look at the flowers. Like, she has a soft spot. And if you get into that soft spot, she would never let you go. Like, she is loyal to Rick. She's loyal to Daryl. She's loyal to the group. And I know if you become really good friends with her, she'll be loyal to you also. All right, that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in to Nerd is the Word, and have a Walker-tastic filled week.